Hey there, and thanks for stopping by. History in the making, starting us off. Our first item taking us to Nepal, where the world's last Hindu kingdom has officially come to an end. The end heralded here in Nepal's National Assembly. Newly elected members' first item of business, abolishing the monarchy and royal rule. The newly born republic winning cheers inside, as did the order for King Gyanendra to depart the palace within 2 weeks. Tough landlords. Still, lawmakers easier than many in the general public, most Nepalis welcoming the news, and many now protesting for the unpopular king's immediate removal. The scene so far relatively peaceful, however, security around the royal palace remains tight. Clearly a bad day to be the king. Meanwhile, a good day for those working to ban cluster bombs. Diplomats meeting this week in Dublin, agreeing to ban the controversial munitions. 111 nations signing on to the treaty, including Britain, which had to this point argued against an outright ban. Now, one cluster bomb can produce dozens or more of mini bomblets. There are hundreds of different types of them, all of them nasty and controversial. The treaty to be formally signed this December, the 6 major manufacturers, the U.S., China, Russia, Israel, India, and Pakistan, not among the signatories. Well, a little sneak peek for you now. Some rather old footage likely showing up pretty soon on DVDs. The film grainy and silent, a little more than a home movie, I guess, yet it's also the behind-the-scenes account of the last film ever made by Marilyn Monroe and Clark Gable. The 1961 film The Misfits was Ms. Monroe's last shoot, perhaps her most troubled, notably for her struggles with addiction. Similarly hard for Clark Gable, who had a heart attack and died after filming. The 47-minute curtain lifter shot on set between takes by the late Stanley Floyd Killar. Typical on-set stuff, actors rehearsing, waiting between takes, clowning with the crew. However, Mr. Gable and Ms. Monroe making this film anything but typical. It and its distribution rights go up for auction next month in Las Vegas. Our advice, bring a big checkbook. News item, the oldest licensed driver in the U.S. and possibly even the world has been identified. Any guesses in which state? I guess Florida. Well, right you are. Tallahassee's Lillian Cox at the wheel. Just this month, the Florida Department of Motor Vehicles renewing her license until the year 2011. At age 101, Ms. Cox still feeling the need for speed, although not very much speed. Ms. Cox telling reporters she's been driving since 1915, and reporters noting she's had her left-hand turn signal on since 1962. Ha! The Russian Border Guard Service is one of the oldest and most prestigious of military branches in that country. The service responsible for spotting terrorists, stopping illegal aliens, and defending the borders. Guys, the border's not that way. Oh, but clearly the party is. This week, dozens of Russian towns hosting Border Guarders Day, which we think is sort of like Mardi Gras, but with less clothes. And more vodka, too. The annual frolic, many years old, and it seems, largely improvised. Well, you make do with what you have, I guess. According to the Russian news agency Itar TASS, Border Guard stopping 6,200 violators last year, and during Border Guarder days, only letting about 2,000 of them sneak back across the border. No, they did not. But it looks like they could have. Well, that's your download and your drunken revelry for today. Let's do it all again tomorrow.